guys, what's up, you guys? It's Layla Lynn back with another video. In this video, we got to get into some tea about Kevin Hart and his current wife, Eniko Hart. There are allegations that number one, she doesn't appreciate all of the money that he spends on his two oldest children, who are now 18 and 21. Apparently, she was expecting that child support money that he was spending on them when they were younger to now be put into her household and her kids, and it didn't happen that way. And then number two, we also have to talk about people giving him a hard time for never acknowledging the mother of his older children, his first wife, on social media. And then we're also going to get into Neyo and his tribe and the messy montage he posted of all of the mothers of his children on his social media, and Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon has a dozen kids with half a dozen women, and the way he celebrates Mother's Day will shock you. So we're going to get into all of that in this video. But first, if you're watching, if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and my crime channel, Crime and Context with Layla Lynn. All right, you guys. So let's start with Kevin Hart. He posted this montage of pictures of his current wife, Eniko, with all of their kids, and some pictures she's just with her kids, his older kids. It's just a montage of her celebrating her. And he put in the caption, "Happy Mother's Day to the woman that holds our family down. We love you. Hashtag hearts." And you can see in the comments where she said thank you. But you also see people saying, why does he never acknowledge the mother of his oldest set of kids? So Kevin Hart's first wife is Tori Hart, who's also a comedian and an actress. They were married from 2003 to 2011, and they have two kids together. His oldest kids are Heaven and Hendrix, and Heaven was born in 2005, so she is about 21, and Hendrix was born in 2007, so he is about 19. Those are the oldest kids you see in the pictures, but you don't see Kevin Hart acknowledge their mother on Mother's Day. So you see people leaving comments like, beautiful tribute. However, she isn't the only mama in this beautiful children's life. Why wasn't the oldest one's mom added also? Someone else said, it's sad he doesn't say Happy Mother's Day to the mother of his children, meaning Tori. And then other people are tagging Tori. Like this person, Janice Wright, tagged Tori in his comments and said, Happy Mother's Day, Tori. So you see, a lot of people want him to acknowledge Tori on Mother's Day, not just his current wife, Eniko. And a woman who claimed to be Kevin Hart's former nanny also spilled some tea about Eniko, saying that Eniko doesn't treat the older kids, or she didn't treat the older kids as nice as she could have when they were younger. She replied to someone's comment in his comment section and said, yes, very weird, but the new wife probably told him not to. It's very true. Kevin was in the room when they were watching cartoons. When he left the room to go to the gym, she turned the TV off on them. Heaven was like, I'm watching that. And she said, go get on your iPad. And the way she said it was nasty. And then she left her own comment and said, the woman that took you from your first wife and doesn't really care for your children. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. Side chick turned into main chick. I don't care. I was Kevin Hart maid for 2 months when he first met her. When Kevin left the room, she treated them kids horrible. And I seen it with my own 2 eyes. That woman had a plan and it worked. But Kevin is too slow to see that until it's too late. Now, again, this is his alleged nanny. We don't have a way to confirm whether this was his nanny or not, but she's saying she saw with her own 2 eyes that Eniko wasn't the nicest to his 2 older kids. And there are allegations that Kevin Hart gives each of his 2 kids, the ones that are 18 and 21, $30,000 a month. Like, he doesn't pay child support because they're not children anymore, but he gives them money directly. And it's being alleged that Eniko doesn't like that. Apparently, she thought once the kids became adults, the money he was given to their mother for child support was going to stay in her home. But it didn't happen that way. And Kevin Hart just gives the money directly to the kids, allegedly. But let's move on. Neyo posted a messy montage of all the mothers to his children, and people are going in on him. But he posted this picture you see here with the mother of all of his children. So Neyo has children with 3 women. His first 2 kids are Madeline and Mason, Eminem, and they're with Monyetta Shaw. And then he has 3 children with Crystal Renee. That's Schaefer, Roman, and Isabella. And then he has 2 younger sons, Braden and Brixton, with Sade Janae Bagner-Reese. And so he posted a Mother's Day tribute with all three of them posted in this collage together and said, "To the mothers of my beautiful children, first and foremost, thank you for the blessings you have bestowed upon me. My children are my reason, my light, and my life. All I do is for them. Thank you for the most precious gifts I've ever received. Situation and circumstance won't always be what we want it to, but love conquers all. And our love for these children is stronger than anything else. It's all that truly matters. We won't always see eye to eye, we won't always get along, but we will always be family, and I will forever love you all. Thank you for being the village, making the sacrifices, dealing with my BS on occasion." And he rolled his own eyes. He said, "But above all, thank you for loving our children the way you do. I got you now and forever. Happy Mother's Day." So he did acknowledge all of the mothers of his children, but if you read the comments, people also have a problem with this collage. Someone said, "I hope no mess like this ever finds me." Someone else said, "Man, if I was Manetta, I wouldn't want him posting me." Somebody else said, "Get away from me with this Apollo." And someone else said, "I will be so mad if I had to be a collage full of women for Mother's Day." Someone else said, "It's the combination of acknowledgement for me." Someone else said, "I'll never want to be in a collage for Mother's Day from my baby daddy." Y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. I know everybody has different opinions. Some people want a man, if he has multiple children's mothers, they want him to acknowledge all of them on Mother's Day. Maybe a collage is not the way because a lot of other people are saying they don't want to be in a collage like this. Now, I also want to talk about Nick Cannon because I feel like it gets worse than the collage. Like, I feel like Nick Cannon is worse than Neyo when it comes to Mother's Day. Nick Cannon did an interview with Team Z about his 12 kids, six baby mamas. And they report Nick broke it down for us on the TMZ podcast, explaining that people are getting the whole thing twisted because the holiday is called Mother's Day and not Baby Mama Day, meaning he'll actually be spending it with his mother. With all the children's mothers that he has created, all those broken homes he created, he doesn't celebrate Mother's Day with them. They are baby mamas. He celebrates Mother's Day with his own mama. And I feel like this is the worst. This is the worst type of treatment. This is worse than the baby mama collage to me. And he said basically in the podcast that he helps his children celebrate their mothers on Mother's Day, but he doesn't personally acknowledge the mothers or give the mothers gifts personally from him. The gifts come through the children. Y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. And again, I hope all of y'all had a happy Mother's Day. As always, thanks for watching.